Any spiritual teacher worth their water will tell you that the key is to be here now, to be present, to enjoy the present moment. But how many of them tell you how to do it, how to get there, what you have to let go of to really enjoy the moment? You're going to get that in this video. I've spent 30 years figuring this out, and I've got every tip, trick, and tool that you need to really be here now, fully and completely, by your free will, at any time, by your choice. You suddenly find yourself stuck in the past, thinking about something you don't want to think about. Boom, pop out, be here now, enjoy the love, tap back into your intuition, and re-experience the magic that's just happening all the time, everywhere around us. So it's easy. That doesn't mean, well, I should say it's simple. It's not always easy, but it's definitely simple, and you're going to understand it. My name is Brian Snyder. I'm the founder of the Your Body Never Lies College and Campus. It's an online network school. And if you enjoy what you get out of this today, consider coming to my school. Check out what else I have to offer you. Because hidden behind all those things you don't like about yourself is an amazing being, an amazing person. And, if you uncover that and discover who you really are, you will truly begin enjoying life on a level that you probably can't even imagine right now. Life gets truly amazing when we are present. First thing that happens is the universe starts lining up with our desires. You think of something and all of a sudden it shows up. You think of a friend and they call you on the phone, right? That kind of magic you can have, but you're going to have to let a few things go. Let's look at those. To be here now, and this is very simple math, to be here now, you get to stop referencing the past. But how do you do that? Well, you stop measuring and comparing. You see this person, right? You want to compare their looks to that other person you saw yesterday? That's measuring and comparing. You go to buy a car and you're looking at cars, you're trying to figure out which one you want, right? You're going to compare this car to that car, this car to the one you used to have. That's measuring and comparing. Now, it's not always inappropriate. If you're buying a car, you better measure and compare and make sure you're getting the one that you like, right? However, when it comes to people or situations, ourself, the general experience of life, it's inappropriate to measure and compare everything. The reason we do it is that we're judging. And that's really what you get to discontinue if you'd like to be here now. Just discontinue judging. And that's it. And what do I mean by judging? I mean that labeling. That one's bad. That person over there is evil. Or that person over there is a really good person. Wow, they're really great. Now, there are really good people in this world, and there are some evil people in this world. That doesn't mean that you should be the one to determine what's what. If you discontinue judging and simply notice the obvious, you can see, oh, that person behaves in a way that's going to make me feel good. Or this person behaves in a way that's going to make me feel bad, right? You can observe that without getting into judgments and without getting into measuring and comparing. The problem with measuring and comparing is that in order to compare what you see now to something you saw a long time ago or even yesterday, you have to reference the past. And the past that you reference, it's your own. So when you're judging that person or evaluating something to determine if you want it or not, or if it's good enough or not, or whatever that game is that your mind plays, what you're doing is actually judging yourself because you're looking into your own history. It's your own past that you reference to determine if that person's a jerk, right? Discontinue that. Just let things be the way they are. Those people who today you perceive as jerks, just let them fall out of your life. Like, who cares? Does it really matter? Allow people who support your spiritual growth and who support you being a loving person, right? Let them into your life and begin interacting with them more. Don't measure and compare. Don't do it. The issue with measuring and comparing is that when you pick two things or however many and you start measuring and comparing them, inevitably one is going to be better than the other. One's not good enough. I don't want that one. Now, I've said before, it's reasonable if you're trying to make a choice about what car to buy, right? But if you're evaluating people or situations, you're comparing yourself to somebody else, or you're comparing one spiritual teacher to another, right? Oh, that guy's really good. Well, you just made the other teacher not good enough. But guess what? In order to do that, you had to reference your own past. When we do that, we're not actually judging those things outside of ourselves. What we're doing is judging our own history. And when we do that, we fall out of present time. You can't be here now if you're thinking about your past. You just can't. Now, it's really hard to tell yourself, I'm going to stop thinking about my past, right? That doesn't work. What you do is you discontinue judging. Just let things be the way they are, right? Notice the obvious. Oh, that person, I think he's a gangster, right? Or whatever. Or that person's, oh, they're super loving. Just notice it. You don't have to label them as good or bad or wanted, not wanted. Just let them be. That's it. And guess what? When you do, that little chatterbox is going to quiet down and you're going to start to notice more information in your environment. That's really the key about being here now. It's about the amount of information that you notice. We all make the best possible choice for ourselves based on the information we have. And when your information is limited by not being present, when your information is limited because you're wrapped up in what happened yesterday or this reminds you of that, you're not noticing the totality of information available to you in your environment. That's just math, right? When you discontinue judging, suddenly your blinders open up and more information from your environment comes in. Now, you know what? If you're the kind of person that tends to, step in the dog do on the sidewalk and then go, oh man, I can't believe I did that again. Guess what? When you notice more information, and you make better choices. You avoid stepping in it. And I don't mean dog do, I mean whatever. When you notice more, you make the best possible choice for yourself based on more information, which means your choice is an upgrade. Being here now is an amazing upgrade to life, and you can do it. Now, there's lots of tips and tricks. If you come to the YBNL College, I can give you a lot more information. You can actually take away your reason for wanting to judge and for your body's need to measure and compare everything, right? So there's a reason that we all do that. It's not necessary. It's not human hardware. It's just a software glitch. When we were very young, we decided we had to know what was going on because we felt like we didn't know what was going on. And there's more detail to it than that. But when you unravel why you started judging in the first place, not judging, just becomes super easy. You just don't do it. And that's what the first semester at the YBNL College is about. Now, if you're having a hard time and you can't not judge because of your circumstances, there's some other tips and tricks I can give you to be here now, right now, and pop yourself out of that, right? Because you can get relief. When that chatterbox is just it's not fun, right? You can shut it off instantly. And I know sometimes it can be very hard to let things be the way they are, to not judge them, and the world feels like it's crashing down. So what you do is you feel your body, because it turns out that we can't both feel our body and hear our mind at the same time. Or another way to put it is you can't think and feel at the same time. If your wheels are spinning and you're thinking and can't, pop out of it, just feel your body. And the way you do that is pinch yourself. And it doesn't have to hurt, but that old phrase, pinch me, I think I'm dreaming, literally, pinch me, I think I'm thinking. And when you just do that, or bite your cheek, or I knew of a salesman who kept a thumbtack in his shoe, and every time he'd get blowback from his potential clients and get flustered in his mind or whatever, he would tap his shoe and get that thumbtack to jam his foot a little bit, and that would pop him right back into his body and feeling and turn off the chatterbox, right? That's really the key to success, is being present, being able to respond to what's happening in life. When you stop judging, you stop measuring and comparing, stop referencing the past, that just goes away. And you can just be here now and just love being alive. And, life moves forward. Now, if you don't do the actual training to release our reasons for judging everything, now you're going to go up and down. You're going to roller coaster a little bit. You'll find yourself, judging this or judging that sometime. It can be difficult to let go of. Just remember to feel your body. Feeling your body can mean taking a breath and feeling the air go in and let out. And that simple pulling in of energy and then letting it release, that can really wake us up and bring us back to the moment. Same thing with the pinch or biting, or sometimes I love to play poker, and sometimes I have a rubber band on my wrist. So if I start thinking too much about what's going on at the poker table and I start feeling like I don't know what's going on because I'm overthinking, I snap the rubber band, schnack. It hurts enough to pop me out of that and get me back into feeling my body. So now again, I can feel, oh, that person doesn't feel good about their hand, and oh, this person's a little overconfident trying to mask it. The information we can get through body sensations is really incredible. That's what your teachers are pointing at when they tell you to be here now. So give up the judging, give up the measuring and comparing, give up referencing your past, and you'll just be here now, and you'll start to get exactly what they're talking about. If you've got any questions, come to the YBNL College, ask away. You can be here now every second of every day, all the time, whenever you choose to, by choice. However, if you're going out to buy a car, make sure you measure and compare what you're buying to what you know. Because, when we don't measure and compare, sometimes we end up with something we don't want. So there's a balance to learn here, right? Being present is the key to a fulfilling, loving spiritual life. Measuring and comparing, it's one of the keys to navigating, this physical world successfully. But we got to do both. You've got to balance it and figure out where that balance is. Ooh, that's making my camera move. You'll figure it out. Just practice. You'll get it. All the knowledge you need is already inside your body. You just get to unlock it by listening and by investigating and by trying these things out. When you hear me say that you get to do something, that means that it's an adventure, right? If I said you have to do this or have to do that, it would feel like a chore. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to do it. So you get to do these things. It's fun. You get to go out in life and not judge. You get to go out in life and not measure and compare. You're going to love how the world looks when you don't. I guarantee it. When you've got questions, I'd love to meet you at the college. My name is Brian Snyder, and I'm the founder of that college, and I hope to see you there.